From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a handoff looking right as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They'll run it here. This is James White. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Taylor. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Lucky 56.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Scott, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Here's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pushing his way through. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they'll run it here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down now. Scott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And now out come the Patriots. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up in air into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted up front. Now White lost the football. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Taylor finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. And able to find Dorsett. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Taylor now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And it's a fumble. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Scott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Boo, landed.
They go again with Scott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Scott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
They'll run on first down. Scott fighting through and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Bill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Taylor will throw again. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Again, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. On first down, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. Yeah, he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Scott. Call with a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.